Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, for coming today to share in the celebration of Edward and Stephanie's marriage. Marriage is not only a lifelong commitment, but a natural and spiritual bond between two people. This togetherness of marriage provides comfort and peace, sharing and support through life's uncharted territory, even when we're at our best or at our worst. At this time, Alistair Dorward will now recite a love poem by the Scottish poet Robbie Burns.
Scotland's national bard is Robert Burns, and he wrote about 250 years ago. Scotland's national poet is Robert Burns, and he was writing about 250 years ago. He tells a story in this poem of the poet on a walk, and he falls in love with a beautiful girl with green eyes. And I wonder if that was an anticipation of Ed going on a similar walk and meeting Steph. The green-eyed lassie. I gaed a woeful gate yestreen, a gate I fear I'll dearly rue. I got my death frae twa sweet een, twa lovely een o bonny green. 'Twas not her golden ringlets bright, her lips like roses wet with dew, her heaving bosom lily white, it was her een, sae bonny. She talked, she smiled, my heart she wiled, she charmed my soul, I wist not how, and I the stound, the deadly wound, cam frae her een, sae bonny green. But spare to speak, and spare to speed, shall Abelms listen to my vow. Should she refuse, lay my dead to her twa een, sae bonny green.
Alistair. And now some additional information about Ed and his green-eyed lassie. The right circumstances brought Ed and Stephanie together. Ed, born in Scotland, reared in Canada, moved to California as a young man. Stephanie, born in Texas, grew up in California. The two met for the very first time in early 2009, quite appropriately at the Left Bank restaurant. There was a mutual attraction immediately. The opportunity for them to get together did not present itself until the fall of the next year, when slowly their paths came together. They attended an Impressionist art show, hiked up Ring Mountain, took a walk in the rain in Muir Woods, and by New Year's Eve, celebrated in Vancouver, British Columbia, they knew they were falling in love. Now, love is the most important ingredient in a marriage. It has been remarked, love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone gives you courage. Also, you don't merely marry someone you can live with. You marry someone you cannot live without. At this time, good friend Terry Summers will read from her selection about her reflections on the love of Ed and Stephanie, and including a passage from 1 Corinthians.
Hello. So bear with me in this wind and this blowing paper. Today we're here to celebrate the love that Ed and Stephanie have found in one another. My husband Steve and I have had the pleasure of watching this love grow. From the first stages of does he, does she, do I, can we, and will we. The fruits of their journey are abundant. The richness of the love is a delight for each of us here today. Love gives us tools to be greater than we were, tools to build friendships, expand families, and rebuild homes. Edward and I were talking one day, and he told me that Stephanie's love for him has given him a renewed joy for life, hope for the future, and a newfound sexiness. These are gifts. Stephanie has found that Edward's love has given her a beauty that she has not seen before, a joy that overwhelms her, and a strength to be everything she desires. Stephanie already knew sexy. Now she shares that with her tall, strong Eddie Bear. Both Ed and Stephanie have their wild and wonderful sides, and now they both get to live intermingled in each other's love. For love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious or boastful. It does not insist on its own way. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never ends.
Thank you, Terry. Ed and Stephanie, I would like for you to face each other and hold hands. Ed, do you take Stephanie to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love, hold one another in honor, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, to be faithful only to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. Stephanie, do you take Ed to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love and hold him in honor, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, and to be faithful only to him as long as you both shall live? Ed and Stephanie will give to each other a wedding ring, a symbol of their unending love for one another. They have also written their personal vow that they will state as they give wedding rings to each other. First of all, Stephanie, would you place your ring on Ed's finger and then state the vows that you have written?
Edward, nearly 4 years ago, you came into my life, and for me the attraction was immediate. Since then, I have spent every day falling more in love with you. I love the way you make me laugh. I love your big bear hugs. I love the way you have such an adventurous spirit, and I even love the funny way you dance.
Score.
good times and bad. You've been my reason to smile, and you've given me comfort beyond measure. Today, I promise the rest of my life to spend by your side, to laugh with you, to believe in you, to support you. You will always be the most magical part of my day.
Ed, would you place your ring on Stephanie's finger and say the vow that you have written?
One moment.
Yes, to last night.
Dearest Stephanie, I am your friend, confidant, partner, and lover. With witness by all our friends and family gathered with us today, I promise to respect you, to learn from you, to let you be my fashion judge, to collaborate, cooperate, and compromise with you, to value your independence and encourage it, to take you shopping, to support and encourage you to realize your dreams, to bring you flowers each week, to rejoice, cry, and laugh, to be faithful and loyal, to love you as who you are and who you will become. Steffi, I marry you and I bind my life with yours.
I'm crying. Ed and Stephanie, would you face me, please? I would impress on both of you that in marriage, that it's the little things that are the big things. One of the most important realities of marriage is that you must talk to, but not at, one another. Two-way communication is the key. In life, you have noticed that if words can hurt, punish, and destroy, they can also bring joy, bring comfort, and bring healing. And so I admonish both of you, when you are hurt, talk. When you are in doubt, talk. And when you're happy, talk. Ed and Stephanie, as you have now both pledged to each other your lifelong commitment, love, and devotion, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ed, you may kiss your wife. Stephanie, you may kiss your husband. Okay, would you face me, please?
We're starting again.
As you depart this place, may these blessings be yours. As years exhale in years, may this day waft back in memory to both of you like perfume, sweeter than air. May you love one another without dissimulation and be of the same mind toward one another. And as the Irish poet William Butler Yeats once wrote, may you walk among long dappled grass and pluck till time and times are done the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Edward and Stephanie Levine.
Thank you.